infection rather than the lump, but we are actually quite concerned of the lump instead.
Yeah, today is December 12, right?
Yeah.
How old is the Syrian hamster?
1 year 6 months.
The smell, when did it come from? Yeah, I mean when did it started?
Last night.
Before that, the lump only.
Before that,
Where's the lump?
yeah.
It bite you or not? You can just show me the lump.
Yeah, just now
It bites you.
bites me, yeah.
Is it below?
Yeah, right below.
The lump has been there for some time.
Yeah.
Is it male or female?
Male.
You say how old?
1 year 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, after we go in now.
Alright.
Is it eating or not eating?
Yes, it's eating well.
Eating well. Okay.
Dominant area.
How long already?
Then it's only last night that we found out because of the smell.
So how many days start?
I think few days ago.
Week?
Around that. But then there's this morning actually we brought him to see a vet. But then they say that they're going to treat the infection area first, the infectious area. But then there's another lump on its neck, so we are quite concerned about it. So we don't know if it's cancerous also.
Okay, how's the appetite so far?
Appetite was alright.
So it's still eating,
It's still eating.
Okay,
I
the
think
shit
it's
is
dropping
okay?
its fur.
Yeah.
The shit is alright.
So stools are okay,
Yeah, then the veterinarian actually did a test, spot on. I think he said something like this. To kill the mites.
Mites, is it?
Yeah, he said that there's mites.
Okay, can. How did he get this wound? Is he fighting with some other hamster?
No.
You stay alone?
No one has that. Yeah.
Oh, you stay alone now. Oh, very bad.
Yeah, it's quite bad.
Cellulitis, yeah.
Did you change the type of bedding?
I think the sand bath.
Necrotic.
Yeah. Not sure is it the sand bath.
When did you change? Because this thing started a week ago, so what did you change in that
I
week?
think it's like the sand baths were there for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, where's the
How
lump?
many grams?
120.
The lump is already
120. She's talking about left side, right? Right side.
yeah, already.
This one, huh? How long has this one been here?
We only noticed it like 2 days
Right
ago.
side,
Okay, is it getting bigger or getting smaller?
I think it's getting bigger.
Yeah.
What do you apply below? Before you see the vet? No.
No, we
Before
only
that?
this morning then we see the doctor, but
Oh, they didn't apply anything.
we didn't apply anything.
No powder.
Yeah, no.
Chinese medicated oil. No.
No.
Okay, so anyway, below you can see that there's a wound there. That's why then you got infected, so there's some discharge. Okay, so the reason why I asked you whether you changed the bedding all this is because usually there's something will trigger some irritation. Then either it's they scratch it or it got scratched somewhere, then after they got infected. Okay, regardless, okay, the treatment, okay, as the previous vet said, is antibiotics. Okay, we usually give a disinfectant wash. Okay, you scrub slowly. Okay, this is just to make sure the bacteria is reduced. Okay, then what happens is the skin will slowly recover. Okay, with that lump there, okay, if it's growing bigger, okay, we advise you to take it out. Okay, but not at this current juncture because of the ongoing infection. If you do another wound, the healing is not there.
I see.
Okay, so because appetite is still good, okay, and because the stools are okay and the activity level is still there, okay, you can afford to give some medications first, and we'll teach you how to clean the area, okay, and then you put a cream. Okay, then what happens is it probably heal up in the next maybe 7 days.
Okay.
Okay, so once it's healed up, then if you like, okay, and you see that the lump is still there, okay, you can choose to take it out. Okay, that one we have to give a sedation because now it's an operation.
I see.
Okay, so that one we have to open it up and see what's inside.
Okay.
Okay, does it live with any other hamsters?
No.
No, so it's by itself.
Yeah, by itself.
So what do you use to wash the cage, the bottom area? Any strong detergent?
Not really, but this morning the
No problem, you see.
okay.
Overgrown teeth, is you talking about?
Just close it up.
Yeah, it's a bit
Quite long,
longer
yeah.
side, I can clip it for you if you like.
December 12, 2016. Now this hamster, Syrian dwarf, male 1.5 years old, has a very strong smell because of the rotten skin under the chest, not chest. So I spoke to the owner. There's a risk, of course, anesthetic. We need to anesthetize him to wash. So I prepare everything first. Normally I use hydrogen peroxide 3% and apply that and then wash it off. The vet she saw this morning gave her the hypochlorite solution and the silver cream to apply, but the hamster bites, so it's not possible for her to do it herself. So this one has to be done under anesthesia. And now, okay, we'll get ready first before we do anything. So I have my B3 injection subcutaneous 0.05 ml with Hartmann. Then I have my scissors and also the gloves and the tape cutter. The preparation of the equipment ready, which is basically the hydrogen peroxide and of course the swab, the clear, and the scissors to cut off the rotten skin. Okay, now my assistant will wear the gloves and put the hamster in for anesthesia. 5% isoflurane plus oxygen. Okay, ready? Wear the gloves, take out and then put the hamster in now. Just that. Open this and then put nearer to the hamster and just let the hamster go in there. Let the hamster go in. Normally try not to touch the hamster in case he bite you. And normally the hamster will just put it in, cover up. Okay, so we see the time of starting. 4:20 p.m. 12 December 2016. 5% isoflurane gas plus oxygen. Oxygen generator is from there. And so we'll observe, normally it's about 5 minutes or less. Now there's a very strong smell, rotten smell, which we can't show on the video, but there's a stink. It's a rotten, stinking, rotten flesh. So don't cover, just show. Once the hamster stop moving around, that means anesthetic gas takes effect. Make it tight first, tighten it, then you'll see the movement of the hamster. Now this 5% is quite strong, so I'll put it to semi-open, the yellow one, or half open, and then you'll be very alert and see whether it's moving or not. It stopped moving only, you take out already. So we will cut the teeth first, but not cut the tongue, so now the hamster is under anesthetic. Cut overgrown lower teeth first. Okay, with the cutter, with this cutter. Now the teeth has been cut. Now we see the wound. Let's put here down. See, the wound is pretty bad now. Lie down flat. This is a male hamster. You can see the wound is very bad, very septic and smelly. Okay, if the hamster wakes up, okay, put back in again. Put some more gas, so it's on off. The minimum gas so they won't die. Otherwise, it'll be dead. If we give too long, so it's just on off, and based on 5% and 3 liters per minute. So this is okay. Take out again. So I will give subcutaneous injection, B3 plus Hartmann solution. B3 is 0.05 ml, and that will kill the bacteria. Hydrogen peroxide 3% to kill the bacteria. And then, of course, we try and rinse off the. We'll put it back on again if the hamster is moving. There, put it back on. Anesthetic gas again, so that you won't feel the pain, because it's really minimum anesthesia and minimum pain. So once you stop moving, we'll wash again. I already given the subcutaneous antibiotic injection. Now you can see he's still moving. Yes. Okay. And So it's on, off, on, off. Okay, down already. So the secret is to count and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and a 8, and a 9, and a 10. I use iron side and then peel off the dead skin, which contains a lot of smelly necrotic bacteria as well. And then let the hydrogen bubbles up, and then clean up. Then if the dog hamster is waking up, as you can see, then we put into the gas again and count up to 10. It means 10 seconds. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and a 8, and a 9, and a 10. Okay, about 5 cleaning with hydrogen peroxide, not too much. You see all the dirty rotting skin has been debrided, and we will just rinse it off, and that's it for the day. We cannot do too long and too much. Okay, so yeah, I just use plain water to wash off the hydrogen peroxide. Let go and see, is still awake? Let go, let go. Yeah, still awake. Okay, so I've given painkillers and give a bit of the gas again, and then I will just wash off the hydrogen peroxide. These are the rotten, stinking, dead skin filled with bacteria. And the rest. Now you can see the owner's food container is too deep and too small for this Syrian hamster. I use a metallic metallic plate, which may be okay. So no sharp edges. And this one is okay, but it's too small. Maybe that's how it caused injury to the lower part of the chest, because the hamster tried to squeeze in to eat, to get the seeds. Now you can see, we turn over and see. Should be much. There's no more smell. After five episodes of hydrogen peroxide to kill the bacteria, to disinfect the skin. Now let's have a look. You can see we have to dry up a bit. It's a bit wet. Take out this one first. Take out the whole thing. And I will stop him from. Take out the plate first. We take out the plate first. We take out the plate and then so let him dry first. Let him dry up first. And just use tissue to dry him up. Now you can see that the lower part is much better now. No more this rotten skin. But of course, we need to dry up the hamster. Let the new granulation tissue comes in. Antibiotics have been given, and that's it. The end anesthesia. What time is it? They dry up with the tissue. Dry up the skin. So we finish by 4:47, which is quite about 30 minutes. We switch off already to 0. No more oxygen. Okay, so now we just dry up the hamster with tissue paper will do. The room shouldn't be aircon, otherwise die of hypothermia. Okay, oxygen switch off. And just dry up. Do we have hair dryer? We have hair dryer. Take a hair dryer. Just to dry him up quickly, prevent hypothermia. So minimum anesthesia, and of course you got to debride the wound, take away all the rotten tissues. Well, you just have to. Okay, come just blow away. Not too near. Is it hot? Warm enough? Warm up there. On the hair. Make sure it doesn't get hypothermia. Is it too hot? No. Not too near. Not too near to him. It's too hot for him. A bit higher up. Okay. Just dry up about 5 minutes of it. Today is day 3 of inpatient treatment of this hamster. As you can see here, the very smelly chest wound, not chest, below the chest wound, full of pus and rotting flesh smell 3 days ago. And this is the 3rd day. He has been given antibiotics for the past 2 days. As you can see, now is the 3rd day morning, 9:30 a.m. and his wound is much better and he's quite active. Now I will just smell the container. There is no more foul, rotten egg smell, and you can see his wound definitely is much drier, and he should be able to go home soon. Now he's quite alert now. And the important thing is you can see the granulation. I just tap it so they can see upwards. The granulation of the wound is no more slimy yellow, and that's good news. The owner will come and see him today. I'll check whether he's passing stools or not. Today is December 14, 2001, 6th Wednesday. Now this is day 3 of hospitalization of this Syrian hamster with the smelly, rotting flesh below the body, and you saw it in the other video, so I wouldn't show it now. But you can see a bit from the hamster was standing. You can see it. Now, when I open up this cage, there was no smell at all, which is good. That means the rotting flesh bacteria have been eliminated by the Baytril antibiotics. Now we just check that whether the hamster has passed motion or not. There seems to be one here. At least he's been eating, and he's made a nest for himself, and you can see that overall he didn't really pass much motion. And there is 1 or 2 stool pellet, which is okay, but not say good news. But then it's better than nothing. And definitely look at the hamster. He looks pretty active, so that's good news. Now I will weigh him. Yesterday when he came in, he was 120 grams. Yesterday he was 110 grams. So today is day 3. Day 3 you will see what his weight. I just carry him over. Now, sometimes they don't like it. So I will just take some paper to cover him up here. Cover him up. And carry him over here. See the weight here. Well, it's on it's about 110, which is okay. Didn't lose any more weight. Shows that he has stabilized from 120 and is pretty active. Now we still have to give him the oral antibiotics, but there's no need to wash the lower part, so as not to further stress him. Now you can see his lower part. His lower part will be much drier now. Let me just hold him. Now it's quite a nice fellow, so he won't bite. Now let's just see the lower part. You can see it's quite dry. It's quite dry, but there's some hay stuck there. Let's take out the hay first. Now you can see there's a bit of the yellow stuff there, but generally the surrounding black area is dry. So he should be on the way to recovery. Important thing is there's no smell, no foul smell of rotting flesh. So we'll give him antibiotics again and clean him up. His owner will be coming today. Actually, he can go home if the owner knows how to clean him and feed him. We don't normally keep too long. As long as they're recovered, we just send the patient home. And the owner should be able to do a better job of nursing. And of course, it keeps the cost down. December 14 2016, Wednesday. Syrian hamster with necrotic skin on the lower body. Now no more foul smelling stench when you open up the cage as 3 days ago. So signs of recovery, and it's a more active Syrian hamster, the young one, so should be able to recover faster. Now, how to give medicine to the hamster? What you do is you take the syringe of the antibiotics, hold the hamster with gloves or with some tissue over the box so that he won't fall off the table. And what you do, you just hold like this, and you put the syringe with 2 drops into the mouth directly, and also at the same time you clean up the lower part if necessary. This is how you hold the hamster, like this. And then of course, since I'm doing the videoing, I can't show that how I give this medication, but I just demonstrate in other videos. Basically, you just give like this there. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Once a day. December 14 2016, hamster going home. Now, as to why this hamster had this wound on the lower body, I can only speculate that when he was young, the owner gave him this food bowl. Now, but of course now he's 1.5 years old, and as you can see, he's quite big size. And this food bowl, he has to climb in. He's climbing to get his seeds, you see. So when he climbs in to get his seeds, it's pretty difficult to climb, as you can see, it's difficult for him to get in. You see, it will be difficult for him to climb in to pick up the seeds or his food. And let's show, and he's been doing it since he was 1 year old. You can see how he goes in with great difficulty. I guess sometimes he might have traumatized his lower body from the edges of this, or from the friction. It's not sharp, but I guess he got trapped inside sometimes as he struggles to pick up the seeds. And since he's been doing from young, so that's how he's used to it. But you see, his body is so big, and it's really not possible for him to get in now. You see, he can even climb over. So that might account for his back, hair loss in the back as well. You notice his hair loss in the back, or he could be biting his back. So overall, sometimes the owner may not be aware of it, that the best is not to give them such a small bowl, although it may be suitable when they're young, as a Syrian hamster, 1.5 years old. So you can see he's quite a lovable, pleasant fellow. He doesn't bite anymore, and he's just inquisitive. He's 1.5 years old, and so even if I touch him, he doesn't really bite me, you see. Now we just hold like this. You can see now in the bright daylight, at about 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. you can see the wound is healing very well. The black color is actually a good granulation, and the yellowish color was the original smelly wound, dampness. Yeah, now it's much better, and the owner is coming soon to bring him home. And so far I just use this bowl to show. I just remove it and just put it aside to give the owner. Actually, the owner brought him here in this container, and you can see the container is the carrier now. Now inside here, inside this container, hamster was here on the first day. The smell is gone, but we will clean up and then let it go home in this container. I will sun it under the hot sun, kill all the bacteria, put in fresh paper, and then it goes on in this container with the bowl. That's how it came in. As you can see, the feed bowl is very small. It's been used when the Syrian hamster was 1 year old, or 1 year ago. Actually, now it's 1.5 years old, and I think the owner uses it sometimes to put the seed in. So the Syrian hamster must have climbed in, trying to get the seed, and injured her lower body skin, causing itchiness, and after that she licks herself to relieve the itch. Then the skin becomes wet, and over time becomes infected, and the bacteria comes in, the flesh-eating bacteria comes in, causing the bad smell, worse than bad breath. And this bacteria attacks the flesh and produce a characteristic smell of rotten eggs, a very strong smell which you can smell even though you are far away but in the same room. So antibiotics had been effective in this case, and as you can see, this is day 3 of treatment, and the Syrian hamster is pretty active. So I advise the owner not to use this feed bowl anymore. Most likely this would have been the cause of the lower body injury, which you see in the other video, and this hamster should live quite a long life, provided the bacteria is no more there. I expect him to recover in 10 days time. He's going home today and now gets a bit of sunlight.